Great afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. So, extra territories. First of all, extraterrestrial means more, a being from more land. Extraterrestrial. So extra territory means more land. Terra means land. Terrestrial would mean someone from the land, from the extra land. So, like on the third day, when God spoke, he said he filled the basin with water, and then the land appeared. I think that the extra terra that goes beyond the ice wall, and it's not just an ice wall. If you look at the original, I call it the Antarctralia map, the Urbano Monte map. Those are real maps, and they show what animals came from the extra territories, what beings were here, and then I think God was like, all right, it's time to separate you guys. You guys are doing way too much, and I'm gonna make not my playground, my domain. You know what I mean? Like God was trying to like. Nowhere in the Bible does it says that the devil has dominion, witches, warlocks, none of that. That's all illusion and it's all fake. And then you're gonna have all these people that are like, well, if you're looking at extra terra and you think the world is flat, I know the world is flat. I don't think it. I know it is. It's a linear stationary plane. I've seen it thousands of times. And for you guys are gonna confuse flat earth society, which is a complete psyop telling you that there's a disk floating in space in a solar system lost in a vacuum traveling quadrillions of miles. That's two false binaries and trying to make real earth and real creation look stupid. So aliens, that's a word that was created by Roswell when they were first testing out weather balloons, that they put their satellites on. They call satellites. Those aren't satellites. They're like, I don't know what the hell they are. It's fucking top secret. But their weather balloon, that thing crashed, and then they were reverse engineering some saucers because we've known about electromagnetism and gravitics, levitation. It's not gravity because everyone who believes in gravity is like, they all believe in a globe. They all believe in gravity. They believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. They believe in theories that have never been proven. They're literally stated as theories, and this is your whole belief. It's a religion. So I'm gonna pray for all the people who know this, you know what I mean? And I pray like for all the scientists that are disappearing. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense for NASA to kill them because they want to keep making money and keep you guys freaking brainwashed on a globe, a ball, globe, heliocentrism. It's all demonic sorcery. That's why every problem in the world exists, is because you guys still believe you live on a freaking globe. You still give credit to NASA. Like I said, I denounced NASA a long time ago. I don't believe in them. I don't. Equal opportunity. I'm not discriminating against any space agency. I don't believe in any space agency, any media propaganda, none of it. There is necessary for radar and overwatch, you know what I mean? In the airplane, that's real, but I don't know. I think it's funny how people are just like, Project Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam. You know what Project Bluebeam is? It's the TR-3B. It's got holograms, and they probably have freaking, drones on it, and they could shoot. Like, that's all it would be. It would be TR-3B with light projection and drones with noise. And people are going to be like, oh, it's freaking aliens. No, aliens is a made-up propaganda because, listen, they were trying to hide what happened at Roswell, and then they turned it into aliens. And now how much money have they made from aliens and Roswell and Area 51 and all that propaganda to perpetuate the lie of gravity? And they call it, oh, anti-gravity, secret technology. No, that's the technology that was always been here. If you read about the outer lands, they're way more advanced. Like, and they could come here quickly. You know what I mean? You don't have to pretend like Elon Musk says he's going to spend trillions of dollars of our money to go some imaginary Narnia when that's not possible. You don't go up anywhere. There's a firmament and then you stop, and they all know that. If you want to go out, that's called south. When you go away from the North Pole, it's called south. The further south you go, that's the outer lands. And there's obviously people in charge who know this. They've been here from the beginning. I think when God separated us and he flooded us, Noah They supposedly, some of them survived, like snuck onto his boat. I don't know. I'm not doubting God, but how can, I don't know. They've been here from the beginning. They've always been here. And like I said, we're just using their technology, borrowing their technology. And this whole, everyone who, like, rest in peace, David Wilcock, even though he was heliocentric, but I know deep down inside he knew the truth. He was in so many freaking programs and he was being attacked so much. And like I said, he doesn't lie. He, like other heliocentric, scientists and whistleblowers and secret space program whistleblowers, that's the most stupidest thing I ever heard. Secret space program whistleblower. It doesn't even make sense. The secret space program is hiding levitation and electromagnetism, altering the density of the environment they're in and being able to add a charge or lower the charge so that way you add a charge and it'll come back down. It'll be more dense. You make the charge negative and then you can make it float, and they know all of this. So they need to end all the propaganda. Science fiction. People believe in science fiction, but when they're told the truth, they're like, what the heck, It's easier to lie to someone than to convince they've been lied to. All of it needs to end. Pretending you're going on a rocket, going somewhere, traveling, you're going to bring in aliens. They're called extraterrestrials for a reason. Go look at the Urbano Monti map. Go look at the Gleason's map. Go look at NOAA, United Nations, NATO. Go look at all their logos. They know that we are here at the center of creation and that there's a firmament, and the closer you get to the outer lands is how, I guess, the firmament is much closer because there's a lot more daylight out there, apparently. And I've never been that far. I've never seen it with my own eyes, but I know people who've been there and I've heard their testimonies, so. It's just crazy for this whole world is built on a lie and propaganda, perpetuating gravity, and what else do you guys believe in? The most stupidest things. Monkeys in space floating on a ball. That nothing created everything. What? Who created that building? There was a creator. There was an architect and a building and a builder. There was workers that created the building. You think the world there was no creator? Okay. You guys don't know about the creator race. You don't know about the Book of Enoch. That was all, I believe in that. That was visions and what was really going on and how the world really works. But right now it's all occultish and everyone's like, oh, if you believe in that, then that's secret and forbidden knowledge. No, that's just to keep you stupid so you can become an obedient slave on a globe, lost in a matrix. If we had the truth from the beginning, we were taught from the beginning, don't believe in Santa Claus. St. Nicholas, he was a real person. He did gift people gifts, you know what I mean? It was a good dude. He did a lot of good things, but he didn't come to your house and sneak down your chimney and fly reindeers and come on now. Just the things that people believe in, the things that they're taught. It's because you don't know God and you don't believe in God. You don't know creation. That's why. Like I said, you can go from page 1. It was so important. God told us on page 1 where we live and how he created the world. And, gave us dominion. Not any witches, warlocks, none of that. For us to be fruitful with the land, to multiply. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Happy Friday. That's my little my little talk on extraterritorials, extraterrestrials, extra-terra. Alright? Have a wonderful day. Peace be with you all.